Really strong in the trial last week. Tanya Kalunivali, demand. New Zealand really looking to give it some air. Here's trouble. Miller around one and then releases Woodman-Whitcliffe. Clear run to the line here for Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe on her 34th birthday. Scoring in the opening moments for New Zealand.
Well, it took them all of 60 seconds to score the first try of this test match, and that's really laying a statement, isn't it? And who else on her birthday? Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe opens the scoring for the Black Ferns, and once again you see the expansive intent that they want to play with, and this is what they do so well. They find space on the edge, they're happy to really flirt with the sideline there, and no one is catching Portia Woodman with that amount of space.
The Black Ferns will open their campaign against Spain. Australia will play Samoa.
No contest.
Down the back again. New Zealand happy to let it into the hands of Caitlin Leaney with no contest, so they will try and drive once more. Again, a couple of the backs. Miller and poor Marty both coming in. Morgan will have to clear, goes blindside to Caslick. First touch to Charlotte Caslick, and a try for Charlotte Caslick. Came swooping around the corner. And in just her 5th test, her first at centre, Charlotte Caslick shows her class.
And it's exactly the response that Joe would have wanted from the Australians. You saw the big loop around run there from Charlotte Caslick. She's too big, too strong. She pushes through the defence there. That is a great run and a great opening try for them.
Moleka tries to curl it around in difficult weather and does so.
Bind!
It's quickly to the back feet and out it'll come for Australia straight away. Try to shift for Holmes, sends it downfield. And Miller will be back in plenty of time to retrieve for Australia. And she'll have a crack here, Desi Miller, because that's exactly what she loves to do. Overthrown this time and it falls for Naden. And here come Australia once more. New Zealand having to track back in defence. Mistake at line out. It's been an issue for them all season so far as Tuinakondra goes forward. Kohiva strong with ball in hand. Miller drags her down on the 5-metre line, but Australia looking to extend their lead. It just breaks down. Australia has never beaten New Zealand in 28 previous matches. Australia front rows have gone down, and Pody Lane, in fact it's Mikaeli Tu'u who brings it off the back. New Zealand-born players in this Australian side. Very much a Wallaroo through and through, no Palu. Mikaeli Tu'u pops a head up the back to make the call, but it's Pody Lane who goes in.
Crouch! Bind!
New Zealand, get a shove on here, has to be picked up the back, and the big number 8 comes away with it. Morgan, who's distributed well, now it's Hyde. One's just skewed away a little bit, it'll hang up in that wind again. And Vahakolo has to make a play at it, has demand in support. New Zealand look to counter. Certainly in the past season or so, been hot on that. A bit of license being given. This one is going to go out on. New Zealand put a big shunt on, and then a shot on from Pody Lane on Morgan for Tuinakondra. Oh, Miller's on this one too, but got cleaned out again. Morgan, another shot comes on from Roos, and this time the ball spills clear. New Zealand look to counter. A little stumble, quick hands for Woodman-Whitcliffe again. Chopping back in field, Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe. Vahakolo stayed in support.
This last 20 minutes of this first half.
Nice quick ball, great quick ball off the top for Australia and Lennon, and that allows them to charge up through the middle of the field. And Morgan scoops it away for Caslick. He's made a really good fist. Miller again makes another tackle. Been in the thick of that action for New Zealand. Bremner shoots out of the line, but Australia keep it alive and loop a lovely ball for Miller. Here's Desiree Miller, gets around the outside of Woodman-Whitcliffe. Veliko hangs on. Now pumping the legs, the number 8, Tuinakondra. Flirts with that sideline, but able to bring it back. And New Zealand just getting back in time. And O'Gorman is sat down in a double hit. Kalonevali and Mikaeli Tu'u. Demand. Throws a big wide ball. Woodman-Whitcliffe in and away. Gets around one. And then again, almost through a couple more. Gee, Miller had to stole to ground. New Zealand scrum was starting to get a little bit of dominance. He's made that change in the front row, have Australia. They have to look to exit here hard against their own goal line. Morgan digs it out, bearing the head low and hard. Poor Marty, nice. This time it's Bremner, Alana Bremner, going close to the line for New Zealand. Looking to finish the opportunity they've created this time. Pody Lane comes away for Chris Veliko, going to be held up over the line, claiming it as Veliko. Wow, good luck.
I think the Wallaroos might have done enough here.
Along with Veliko's own arm. Hines with the dropout on the 22, and it'll be scooped up by Miller. Here comes Liana Mikaeli Tu'u, the enforcer in the New Zealand team, goes up over the 22.
Away now, release.
Slow for Pody Lane. Eventually it comes for Demand, and now Brunt again. Holmes coming up from fullback, looking to release Woodman-Whitcliffe, bumping off one and getting his second try. Scored in the opening minute. It's taken another 35, but Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe, there's no one who finishes like her.
Well, it's just a beautifully worked backline try, isn't it? You see the loop around once again from co-captain Demand, the beautiful timing of the pass there from Brunt, and then Renee Holmes. And you just cannot give Portia Woodman that amount of room, that amount of space. She doesn't need much, but look at the strength there. Bumps one off, and the second and third don't even get a hand on her.
Twinkle toes.
Into the final 5 minutes, Howe and Bremner's picked this off for New Zealand, and they look like they're going to stretch their legs from inside the 22. Waka, and now Holmes. She's got Woodman-Whitcliffe with her as well. Woodman again, one-on-one with Miller. Caslick there to help too, to offer a third defender. Roos has to shovel it on for Bremner. Roaming out in the wide channels, and do well to keep it in here. Space here for Vahakolo. New Zealand looking like they're finally starting to click into gear a wee bit. Australia's defence has been really staunch, and somehow Mikaeli Tu'u held on to it as she launched at the line. Holmes shakes the kick. Now Waka for Miller. Miller stands in the tackle, swats them away. Australia into the final minute. Miller tried to have a rip at it, but Leonard kept control well. And now, Maleka shaped a kick. Confused. Bremner did well. Faitala Moleka. Hines has sent this down to Vahakolo, and New Zealand will have one more crack here before the half. Woodman-Whitcliffe along the line for the co-captain Demand. Here's Waka. Hasn't really had many opportunities, if any, Stacey Waka in the 13 jersey. Veliko will straighten.
Backward.
Miller will clean up. Kalonevali roaming in the middle. Wrecking ball. Lights in full effect here at Sky Stadium in Wellington as the second half gets underway, and it's brought down by Australia. Bremner at the back of the lineup for New Zealand. It's operating effectively, as is the drive, which is tucked under the right arm of Georgia Ponsonby.
That's once.
Now again it spills out. She's able to clean up. There's Ponsonby. Some of the ball control a little bit loose. New Zealand now with Amy Rule. Up over the 5 metre line, looking for first points in the second half, and a little bit of breathing room on the scoreboard.
Tackle, no hands.
Bremner as it comes away for Pody Lane, and now Mikaeli Tu'u once more. Pody Lane digs it out for Demand. Demand takes it to the line. Oh, she's so robust. Ruahei Demand she scores. The co-captain drags her team ahead. Ruahei Dement with the score.
Well, there you have it. Ruahei Dement just showing why she is such a world-class player. And it all started from the line out there. The forwards went to work, few pick and goes. But Dement, she comes looping around. She loves that backdoor run. Bumps off one. She keeps going here in between a couple of big forwards. There's no stop.
Miller it is who brings it down for New Zealand. Australia have got well organised this time, and now the Black Ferns look to get a couple of shoves on. Ponsonby funnels it back for Poldy Lane. Away it comes for Brunt. Woodman Whitcliffe lurking in close too, but Brunt still going. Australia's defence stood really firm in the first half. It needs to hear as Chelsea Bremner is going to be held up just short, and in fact held up over the line. Australia stood strong again. Here's New Zealand threw plenty at them.
Well, you can feel just a real momentum shift now with the Black Ferns. Multiple charging runs. They're bending. They get another opportunity here.
Hines sends it away. It's Miller underneath. Gets good distance on it, Hines, but Miller a chance to try and get some of her silky skill set going. As she does just that, Georgia Miller through one, through two, and over Georgia Miller. Brilliant! Georgia Miller has lit up 7 stadiums around the world, and now she does it in Wellington.
I'll tell you what, if anyone can do it, it's Georgia Miller with absolutely nothing on. She makes it look so easy, doesn't she? Just a little skip, a little jump, gets through one defender, 2 there, and no one's catching her with that amount of space. Only Georgia Miller can pull off tries like that.
She is just an all-rounded, incredible athlete. Her pace, her strength, her vision, her fend, everything about this young woman is so special, and the crowd were
May Holmes looking for something off the kicking tee. This one she'll curl around to add 2 more. At the halftime break, now stretching out to 22 points to 7. And some big opportunities for players coming off the bench. Brunt makes a good tackle on Hines.
Crouch! Lines! No early engagement. You're trapping her in there. You've trapped her in.
Morgan will dig it out for a number 8 again. Nice hands or Hines. New Zealand had just cut off the options, and Bremner's forced the mistake. New Zealand with a chance to swing back onto attack here. It's Chelsea Bremner. Nice quick ball for Hohaya to whip it away. There's Bayfield, first touch of the debutant, Brazier. And now the hands are good for Brunt, and here's Woodman Whitcliffe on for a hat-trick. Chalk down number 3 for Portia Woodman Whitcliffe. She had plenty to do as well, and not a lot of room.
She just continues to break records, doesn't she? And I'd say she's probably the first Black Fern to score a hat-trick on her birthday. If anybody can, it is Portia. But look at just the continuity there. Some massive hits coming in. The Bremner sisters have both just been real enforcers defensively. Look at the way they move the ball. And
Leka. Not a lot of opportunities for her in attack, but makes a good clearance, although Vahakolo attacks this and attacks straight back to find Dement. Stays in support, does Vahakolo. Oh, squeezed through the hands of Vahakolo. Again, it's Bayfield this time, New Zealand. Waikato and Chiefs hook it, finds Alana Bremner. Here's Brazier. Now Dement to the line. Woodman Whitcliffe coming in off her wing on the angle run, shoves away. Kaslik shovels the ball along for Vahakolo. New Zealand pouring forward though. Hohaya gives it away for Tangent Wainor, who Australia got in and held this up again. 3rd time in the match, they've held New Zealand up over the goal line.
she's a real confidence player out of the Waikato. Family's from Morrinsville. She's worked so hard to make her way into the black jersey. She's just relishing at the opportunity to get on this field. Oh, here we go.
Oh, quick tap, they get us just about every time. This time it's Layla Saet close to the line for New Zealand. Australia had to backpedal quickly. Bremner out the back for Brazier. New Zealand have got it on a string now. And it's Longui Polotu, Le Mapuata'i, Sylvia Brunt. All the hard work to put them there in the first place, and she gets the score.
Sylvia Brunt has had a great game out there this afternoon. This is where it all started, though. Just the eyes-up play from the co-captain. She sends Layla Saet into the firing line. And then you see what they do here. Australia, they're just so congested. They had plenty of numbers out wide, and Sylvia Brunt, she'll take the points.
Look at how many options the Black Ferns had off the back of that play.
Australia get a chance to make a rare foray into New Zealand's half in this second half, but Miller, she was on it to make up for her mistake. Just swooped on possession, and now New Zealand, Hohaya whips it away to a Hurricanes Poa teammate, Saet. Brunt now, Chelsea Bremner spills out the back, but oh, here's trouble. Brunt and broken play, Brazier hangs on. And now Hohaya looks to roll a little kick in behind to open spaces. Chase coming for Ruby Tui, the ball's gonna sit up for her, and Ruby Tui always plays with heart and effort. It was a great chase, it was an even better kick, and Ruby Tui notches another test try.
Well, she's such a fan favourite, isn't she? She's got a real knack for being in the right place at the right time. And that just comes down to the experience of Ruby Tui. Look at the acceleration that she sees there. The moment that kick goes through.
Trying to add some impact and impetus off the bench, also returning from injury.
Former Waikato player, Sammy Wood. It's New Zealand. Higher now, back for Bremner, still working hard. Here's Woodman Whitcliffe. Almost through another, but so many good qualities in her attacking game that her defensive game is often underrated. Made a good tackle there. Nice meters from Green. Brazier. Demand again. New Zealand look to have manipulated some space here. And Sylvia Brunt once more. She is an absolute menace in the backfield for New Zealand coming through. Brazier again. Bremner, Chelsea Bremner, who's been absolutely everywhere. Perhaps her best test in black so far. Brazier, oh, the filthy feet of Kelly Brazier almost turned herself inside out. New Zealand, though, have just kept coming at them. And here they come once more. Out it goes. Crossfield, lots of spaces.
Crouch!
Portia Woodman Whitcliffe, 3 tries on her birthday.
Sit!
Been advised that Tammy Wilson, one of the outstanding Black Ferns, scored 6 on her birthday back in 1999. Of the year.
Bind!
She was a World Sevens Rookie of the Year. She is the Cal Tremaine New Zealand Rugby Player of the Year. I don't think you might be not too far wrong with that shout too. The scoreline's not going to reflect it in the end, but they have improved a lot in the last 10 weeks or so.
Yeah, when you talk about control.
Those will be other positives for Australia too, getting the likes of Duck and Wood back out there. New Zealand on this. Hohaya couldn't win it back though. Here goes Piper Duck once more, and that's a great charge from Piper Duck. Looking back in field for the debutante, Alice just tipped up. Georgia Miller,
Bind!
particularly in the second half, has been in the thick of it. New Zealand leading 37-7 now, just a couple of minutes to play. Final throws of what is the Australia's squad will be named on the 4th of August. These players with a chance to push the claims to in a final few tests. Here goes Kaslik. This is where she's dangerous. Tries to ghost around the outside. Tui brings her to ground though. And now Australia looking to finish this match with a flourish. Wood goes short and hard and driven back. Massive defence on Smith. Kaslik down in back plate for Australia. They'll play on with Talakai, short of the line. New Zealand trying to keep their line unbroken as it goes. Very, very close try given.
I have it grounded on the line.
Whole lot of bodies underneath, wouldn't surprise me. I was going to say if it's Kapani, but it's Kawoa. And effort well rewarded for Lydia Kavoa.
I was happy she was in a legal tackle position.
Oh, well, they threw absolutely everything at the Black Ferns, didn't they? Lydia Kavoa, she came on in the first half. She's just been absolutely dominant for the Wallaroos.